Hey friends, I'm Ryan McRae. I'm a voracious reader and hopeful writer. And today I want to talk about all the books I'm going to attempt to read in November, which will probably go into December. But before that, I have a little bit of a review. I just read The Hexologists by Josiah Bancroft, and I have to say, I loved this book. If you need a murder mystery with magic included and sort of a Cthulhu like um, setting, this is for you. It's very kind of dark academia. It's about a married couple, Iz and Warren Willoughby, and they are tasked with finding out why the king wants to put himself into an oven and cook himself. That is the first chapter right there. And they set off on an adventure. They are skulking around trying to figure out what is going on with the king. They stumble into a murder mystery happening about 30 years ago. And there's magic, there's intrigue. My favorite part is Iz and Warren's relationship and just how they have strengths and weaknesses and lean on each other. It's just beautifully written. So if you're looking for a great book to crack open, especially as autumn starts to hit and it gets kind of chilly, the Hexologists by Josiah Bancroft. My TBR for November. So I've kind of finished reading some spooky books, but I have a stack here that I want to go through with you. I'm currently in the middle of reading The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. Mwah. This I read right after Hexologists. It is again about a kind of a Sherlock Watson situation where two people are investigating murders where trees are growing out of these engineers. And this is set on a world where leviathans come and attack the land. And so the world is built around these huge walls where just the empire tries to stop these leviathans from coming in. And all of these engineers have been murdered, people who are in charge of the walls. So the two protagonists are tasked with solving it. And one is very intellectual. She's an investigator. She can take in copious amount of information to kind of intuit what's going on. And the other one is very low caste in the empire, and he can just memorize any information. And so they go about trying to solve this. I'm in the middle of it. I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to like go into spoiler town. But highly recommend. It is on my it's on my walk, so I listen on Audible, and I'm getting through chapter and chapter. But when I can steal a moment, I get into it here. So, The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett is currently 5 stars. 5 stars from me. Then next up, I'm going to read Blood Over Brighthaven by Emma Wong. She wrote The Sword of Kaigan. So I haven't read that, but this was getting rave reviews at the Jump, and so I picked it up. So I'm going to be digging into this. I can't wait. I'm working through this short story collection by Naomi Novik, Buried Deep. It features all of her series as sort of little short stories. So like the School of Man series, she has some short stories in here. Spinning Silver, she has some in here. I really love her worlds. I haven't read all of her books, but I'm reading short stories that I just really enjoying about worlds I really haven't discovered yet. So really enjoy it. Such a skilled writer. She gives me an Ursula Le Guin sort of feel. So Naomi Novik, Very Deep. Last but not least, I'm going to start reading Susanna Clark's The Wood at Midwinter. She wrote Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which I loved. I read it like when it first came out 20 years ago. So she's got a little short story here. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell is a chunky book. Very English literature. But it looks beautiful. It's something I can just kind of read. The print is surprisingly big, which I'm grateful for. So I'm going to let you know about this. But that's my November TBR, what I'm going to try to be plugging through. And later on, I'm going to be talking about just how do we keep going and reading. And I've got some videos here. I'll link them down below. But I want to hear from you what you're reading this November and probably into December. And if I get through all of this, my bonus round is I'm going to try to get through Brandon Sanderson's books. I've read his first one twice. I've read his second one once. The second one is right here, Words of Radiance, and then Oathbringer. I'm going to start with Words of Radiance. I'm going to read the second one and again and kind of get through it since I've read the first one twice, but it's a bit of a chonker. So, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to try to just get through it because I know the next book is coming out soon. But that's about all I have. I'm Ryan McRae. If you like what I have to say, I would love if you liked and subscribed. And as a bonus, I would love if you just sort of shared this with someone and say, hey, this guy is kind of nerdy and he offers great books and you should check him out. I'd love if you just shared it. It just helps me out. I'm trying to build my little baby channel. And down below, I've got a link to my newsletter and just samples of my writing. And I'd love if you checked them out. That's about all I have. Hope you all are having a great day. And I will see you later.